Now let's take a look at the ITV News headlines where you are.
Good evening, I'm Mark McQuillan. People in Hackney and Walthamstow have turned Halloween on its head and donated to food banks instead of trick-or-treating this year. Organisers created a special map so families could dress up and enjoy a trail around their neighbourhood, dropping off food for people living in poverty along the way. Anna Geary reports.
A Halloween tradition with a twist. Trick or eat saw young people in Hackney and Walthamstow collecting supplies for local food banks. It's the third year in a row that this scheme is taking place. And with energy prices soaring, the cost of food going up, as well as cuts to the universal credit uplift, organisers here say their efforts are more vital than ever before.
So particularly now, people are really feeling the pinch, and those people that would usually be supporting are finding it hard as well. So the amount of donations they're getting in is less than half of what they need, and the demand is higher than it was at the height of the pandemic.
To address that demand, as well as collection points outside people's homes,
cheers.
Shops and businesses in Stoke Newington have been appealing for non-perishable foods and long-life milk. Heidi owns a card store on the high street. As well as dropping off their tins, people came by to see her Halloween costume.
I'm a COVID buster today, so yeah, inspired by the recent remake of Ghostbusters, I thought I'd just do a little twist on it and become a COVID buster. So I've got vaccines made up. You can take your pick which one you want.
An afternoon of spooky fun in this Halloween campaign. Meanwhile, organisers are urging Londoners to continue supporting food banks as families brace themselves for a tough winter. Anna Geary, ITV News.
A teenage boy has been charged with murder following the stabbing of an 18-year-old in East London. Cameron Khalid was treated at the scene by paramedics in Harrow Road on Thursday. He was pronounced dead a short time later. The boy, who's 15, is due before Barkingside magistrates tomorrow. Wilfried Zaha has been subjected to racist abuse on social media following Crystal Palace's win over Manchester City. Zaha scored the opening goal as Palace won 2-0 on Saturday. The footballer has taken to Instagram to post screenshots of a number of racist messages he received after the match. Time now for a look at today's sport.
For the love of the game. eBay sponsors ITV Regional Sports Reports.
Football and West Ham wanted Aston Villa to consolidate their place in the Premier League's top four. The Hammers took an early lead when Ben Johnson's fine shot found the bottom corner. Villa levelled after 34 minutes, but David Moyes' side went back in front soon afterwards through Declan Rice. The home side had a man sent off before West Ham added 2 more goals to wrap up a 4-1 victory. In Rugby Union's Premiership, Saracens came out on top in a thrilling London derby against Harlequins at the Stoop. Saracens were actually 19-9 down at half-time. Tyrone Green with one of 3 tries for Quins, but the away side responded strongly in the second half. And a late score from Jackson Ray helped them to a 29-22 win. The result moves Saracens above Harlequins into second in the table. And finally, a human pie shop has opened on Fleet Street for Halloween, bringing the legend of Sweeney Todd to life. People turning up to the Demonic Butchery and Pie Emporium in Holborn earlier were able to get a free pie if they made a scary face at the window. Customers could chew their way through body parts in the form of an eye, thumb and bone made out of sweet and savoury fondant.
So the reason we placed this pie shop on Fleet Street is obviously due to Sweeney Todd and his brutal partnership with Mrs. Lovett and her pie shop. So what we've done here is we've opened the Demonic Butchery and Pie Emporium, where we're serving pies, chicken, beef and vegan, with a Halloween surprise in them, which is some body parts as well.
Let's get a check on the weather now with James Wright.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
Hello there, good evening. More trick than treat this Halloween as far as the weather goes. There has been some disruption around and about, certainly quite a few showers and some strong blustery winds. That's going to continue a little while longer courtesy of this low pressure system, but as we head through the week things start to settle down a little but also get a touch cooler. Now as far as overnight goes, looks as though we'll see a few more showers just trying to skirt the capital, still rather breezy overnight, but that does support temperatures. Good news for gardeners, no frost tonight, temperatures down to 7 to 9 Celsius. Through tomorrow, the wind will continue to ease back a touch, and actually the 1st of November, as it is, should be for many a bright and breezy one. There is a risk of seeing a few showers, hopefully just 1 or 2 scattered for us. Temperatures down on where we'd like at this time of year, about a degree or so, topping out at 11 to 13 degrees. What happens next? Well, it remains rather cool for much of the week. You'll certainly notice the wind dropping out almost completely on Tuesday. Hopefully some nice bright weather around, and then remaining chilly and fresh on Wednesday too.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
That's all for now. Enjoy your evening. Good night.